It looks like Arrow Lake. Here they come. As they make their way, you get a great face shot as this team's coming down into view for the 2025 Muckleshoot Gold Cup. On the inside is Arrow Lakes. On the outside, taking the lead or showing the way now is Poitras Relay.
And Gil, Poitras Relay takes them to the first turn. Abramson just to the inside of that as they make way around the turn, and Arrow Lakes is right behind with Spokane not too far out of it. Midway around the turn, Amskapi Pukuni saving ground along the inside, and they're still pretty close up front, Gil, as they head to that first exchange.
And it looks like Poitras Relay in second. Correction, that's River Road from Absaliga Nation as they make their way to the Buffalo Plains. We have a shirtless rider there coming in. That appears to be Poitras Relay as they come in gearing down in the green of Arrow Lakes. The neon green coming into view as they make their first exchange as they'll go around. Who's going to make the break first as both feet need to touch the ground? Watch on the big screen here at the 2025 Muckleshoot Gold Cup as you watch and see. Making the early break is Poitras Relay as they're off and running.
That's right, Gil. Poitras Relay got the jump on them as they dash to the far turn, a wide margin around the turn. And Abramson is back of that as they make way around that turn. And look at this margin here. Poitras Relay with a huge advantage. And then you've got a trio, Abramson right behind that. River Road, but coming to the next exchange, Poitras Relay.
That's right, as here they come from Saskatchewan across the medicine line. Last year's champion in Poitras Relay showing the way. Let's see if they can do it, if they can make a flawless transition. Jumpin' Joe Jackson, the 19-year-old phenom, does it. Here comes Arrow Lake. And Poitras Relay is off and running. Here comes Abrahamson and Ryan Abrahamson off and running, followed by Arrow Lakes in the line.
That's right, Gil, and Poitras Relay maintained that big advantage. Abramson's got a lot of work to do to make up some ground. Spokane behind that one, and then Arrow Lakes as they make the sweep around that turn, but it's still a commanding lead here for Poitras Relay as they head to the next exchange.
As they make their way across the Buffalo Plains, Poitras Relay has really opened it up. As we mentioned, that last year's champions, as they're showing the way, here they come. The TikTok sensation of Joe Jackson. Let's watch him and see if this exchange can go. Here they come. Both feet got to touch the ground. Let's watch him on the big screen. Here comes Arrow Lake into contention as well, followed by Amskapi Pukuni, Dancing Warrior, Arrow Lakes, and Spokane Relay making the break. Poitras Relay does it, and he's off and running. Joe?
Poitras Relay just had a beautiful exchange and maintained that advantage heading around the turn out there. And midway around the turn, just a commanding lead here for Poitras Relay, and the rest are very far back. Abramson is still tracking in second as they round the turn, though, and head to the finish. Look at this. Poitras Relay, Joe Jackson is completely straight up in the saddle. They can stroll to the finish from here. It's Joe Jackson and Poitras Relay cruising home. Abramson jumps in there second. What a big win by Poitras Relay. Let's send it down to Gail.
Good evening, friends, and welcome back to the Winner's Circle. We're standing here with heat number 2, winner of the 2025 Muckleshoot Gold Cup. Friends, this guy is known as the TikTok sensation. Jumpin' Joe Jackson comes to us from across the medicine line, Saskatchewan. These guys have got it all going for them right today on Friday the 13th. This team is phenomenal, last year's champions. Joe Jackson, we watched you take off 1, 2, and 3 here on the lead right there. That exchange on the backside, tell us about it.
What exchange are you talking about? Like Second.
The first exchange on the backside when you went through, and then you fought your way into the lead.
It was mint. I come from in on my first horse, Bird, and he came all the way in, and my second horse, Luke, he stood, and we were on and gone.
So that second horse, when you really opened it up there and you seemed to coast on that last exchange, it seemed like nothing, you had no problems on there and you were off and running. Tell us about that last one.
That last exchange, my horse wasn't standing too well, but we made it work and rode right in, and we rode hard, and we're grateful everything's coming back safe, and the boys, the horses. Thank the Creator.
All right, you're champion in heat number 2. Congratulations goes out to Joe Jackson, the TikTok sensation, the phenom. Friends, big round of applause for Joe Jackson.